Hello Pixie Doll, welcome back to the channel. I'm Crystal, aka the Wholesome Witch, and today we are back in the kitchen and we are brewing up a pumpkin spice syrup for wealth and money and success and health and luck and all those good things that we can use in the coming days ahead. So I've mentioned in a previous video that pumpkin spice contains energies for all those things I just mentioned. It's really a powerhouse of energetic properties for abundance. And abundance, this time of year, we have entered fall, it's October, we're coming towards Samhain and the Witch's New Year. Abundance is something we want to cultivate in our lives, it's something we want to be grateful for, and it's definitely the kind of energies that are great to call in as we step through Samhain into this Witch's New Year. And I mentioned in one of my September videos that I could put together a recipe video for you guys, and there was quite some positive response. So that's why we're here today. We're going to brew this up, and I'm going to take you through my process of how I make it, the ingredients, the ritual aspects I use throughout the process. And it's also probably going to be tastier than a lot of the pumpkin spice lattes you buy out during the fall season. This syrup is really great in lattes, of course. It's the main reason I make it. You could also use it on pancakes. You can put it into overnight oats or your oatmeal. You could put it into smoothies. Be creative. You can put it on almost anything. It's absolutely delicious. Well, almost anything. Anything that would go with pumpkin spice flavor, let's just say that. So, like I said, I usually do it for lattes and oats sometimes, but there are so many ways you can use it and have fun with it. And this recipe makes about 12 to 16 ounces, give or take, and it keeps in the fridge for 7 to 10 days. So it is fresh, it is homemade, it's not going to last forever. It does have pumpkin spice puree in it. And yeah, so I have all my ingredients laid out here. Let's go through them and get started. Okay, so let's get going through our ingredients here. There's really not that many, and you can probably do it with less, but having tried some recipes and played with things, this is the way that I like to do it. The amounts you use too are negotiable, let's just say, but let's go through and I'll explain a little bit more. So, of course we have pumpkin puree, pumpkin spice mix, maple syrup, organic Canadian maple syrup, of course, vanilla extract, some sea salt, coconut milk, but you can use any plant milk you like. I prefer coconut. It's my favorite. I would use it in all the things. And in here, it says coffee, but it is actually, I have brown sugar in here. So brown sugar, maple syrup, pumpkin spice mix, pumpkin puree, sea salt, cashew butter. Did I hold it to cashew butter? I don't know. Cashew butter, vanilla, and yes, plant milk of your choice. So it's not a lot. The process to make it is really, really simple. I also have in my space, I have a white candle, and then I have 3 stones that really go along with the energies the pumpkin spice syrup holds. Energies like abundance, wealth, money, prosperity, success, health, luck, good fortune. So I have my 3 stones I have is pyrite, citrine, and green aventurine. I really like those for this kind of energy. You don't have to bring those things in, but you can if you want to. And as we are mixing our syrup on the stove, I'll talk about the ritual process a little bit more. But yeah, those are the ingredients. They're simple, they're whole foods. This is going to have a lot less sugar and more nutrients than any pre-made syrup you were going to buy or any kind of pumpkin spice latte you might get out and about. This one's going to be a little better for you. Still has sugar, but not as much, and a little bit more whole food based. So let's get mixing these together and then we will get it on the stove. Okay, so we're gonna turn the stove because I forgot. I'll be honest, I'm making this syrup really quickly because I have somewhere to go and be, and my morning just kind of got away from me, and now I don't have as much time as I would have liked. However, this is really, luckily, very simple to make. So as you just saw, all you have to do is put all the ingredients together and then whisk them up so that they are combined. So we added everything except the sea salt. We're gonna add that right now. So we want to add that in last. And we are gonna bring this to a simmer and allow it to gently simmer for just 3 to 5 minutes until the ingredients are nice and combined and warmed. While I am doing this portion, while I am mixing the ingredients in the first place, I like to focus my intentions on all the things that I am calling in with this pumpkin syrup. So anything I want to have in more abundance in the weeks moving forward, I will focus on that. And as I'm adding each ingredient into the pot, I will state what that ingredient is bringing me. So when I put in the pumpkin puree, for example, I'll say, "Sweet pumpkin, gift from the earth, please bring to me more wealth." So whatever words you use, I always just let them come to me organically. You can say them however you like. Same with the pumpkin spice. I'll say, "Pumpkin spice, please bring forth to me more success and luck in the weeks ahead." Something like that. And you can adapt it to whatever your goals for this syrup might be. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. And then as you bring your mixture to a simmer, you're going to continue to whisk it for the whole 3 to 5 minutes. Whisk clockwise to bring these energies in towards you and into your life. And I like to maintain my visualization during this process. I like to bring my energy and emotion into alignment with the energies I'm trying to attract and call in. And then I will place my hands above the pot at the end and state a final intention to the universe and have that connection. I like to use my hands for energy connection when I'm doing kitchen witch stuff. Our hands are receptive to energy and moving energy and picking up energy. So I like to use them in my kitchen witch stuff very often. So you'll notice too, as you're stirring, it does start to thicken up and it starts to turn more of a brown color rather than orange. And I think this is just about done. It's getting nice and smooth and creamy. And that's what the cashew butter does really. It adds a nice creaminess to the syrup. You can obviously omit the cashew butter if you don't like cashews or you have an allergy or something. But if you are okay with cashews, then it does add a nice creaminess to the texture. And when this is done, I am going to make myself a latte because I have to. It's the first time I made the syrup this season and I'm so excited, especially because, well, one, this is better than a store-bought kind of syrup. Two, it's hard to find vegan pumpkin spice stuff, like pumpkin spice lattes. They often contain dairy in the syrups and stuff. And at the Starbucks here, the pumpkin spice is vegan, but in America, in the States, and in Canada at least, it is not. It has dairy. So that was a happy discovery if I'm like, in a pinch and out and, need a fix. But to be able to make them at home is just so good. So this looks really nice and smooth. And if you want a smoother syrup, you can put it through like a sieve to get out any graininess that there might be. But I'm not so fussy and I don't mind. I don't need to put it through a sieve. It's just an extra step. So I don't do that bit, but you can if you would like to. So we're going to call this done and I'm going to put it into a glass jar and we're going to make a latte. It smells so good in here, guys. If you guys could smell it. You'll smell it if you make this for yourself. So my last step, like I said, I've been focusing my energy, visualizing all of that as I'm whisking away. To be honest, a little less today because I'm talking to you guys, but in a normal moment when I make this, I'm usually very, very focused. I'm gonna turn this off now. I'm gonna turn it off and I'm gonna do my last minute intention with my hands over top like I mentioned before. Something else you can do if you want to is to trace sigils or symbols into the syrup before pouring it into your jar. Symbols of abundance or a sigil you've created for yourself for wealth or money or success or whatever it is that you're wanting to call in and whatever energies you're trying to bring in with the syrup. So I just hold my hands like this. It's kind of like when I do a simmer pot, if you watched my simmer pot video. So I'll stay here like this for a few seconds. I'll state an intention, something like, may the syrup bring abundance, success, and prosperity into my fall season. And then I will thank the earth for these gifts. There's a lot of whole foods in here. And lastly, I will extinguish my candle flame, which is over out of sight. So this is done. We're gonna make a latte. Let's do it. Okay, you guys, so that's it. That's the pumpkin spice syrup recipe that I like using this time of year. And like I mentioned earlier, it's simple, it's easy to do, it's absolutely delicious, and it has just so many of the properties that you might want to call into your life at this time: abundance, wealth, prosperity, money, success, health. And then, of course, I paired it with coffee, made a latte. Coffee brings in even more energy to it, creativity, physical energy, clarity. So perfect thing to get you going in the morning, or a little afternoon boost perhaps. I really hope you love this recipe and give it a try. If you do try it out, please post it on socials, tag me on Instagram. I would love to see what you guys create. Also comment down below and let me know what you would use this syrup for. Would it be a latte like I'm doing here? Would it be over pancakes? Would it be into oats or some sort of chia pudding? Let me know. I would love to hear your ideas and your thoughts, always. Thank you so much for being here with me back in the kitchen for a little kitchen magic today. I appreciate you so much. And if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe down below. I will link my blog and socials, as always, my spell book if you want to check that out. I'm going to enjoy this, and I am sending you many, many blessings. Until next time, I will see you soon. Bye. It's so good. It's so good.